Good afternoon and welcome to the 2025 Ambassador Cruise Line World Indoor Bowls Championships, live from Potters Resorts in Hopton-on-Sea. We've got a great game coming up for you now. And let's have a look at what we've got coming up for the rest of the day. For now though, let's hand over our coverage to the BBC.
Thank you very much, Rishi. Yes, it is time to bring out the players for our last semi-final match. And our first player out for this match, we have the current Scottish Open champion, who already this week has lifted the World Pairs and World Mixed Pairs trophies. Ranked number 7 in the world. Welcome out Scotland's Jason Banks. His opponent has 5 WBT titles to his name and 2 times former world indoor singles champion. Welcome out world number 6, England's Mark Dawes.
I don't think you are, Rishi. I think these two are so well matched that we're going to see everything. I would never bet against Jason Banks.
Jet length 28.5 metres.
He puts a lot of work in. He's so very, very good at what he does. I have a lot of time for him. Mark Dawes, world number 6. Still, the difference I think will be that Mark Dawes has more to give. in terms of his play so far. He just hasn't been at his very best. And if he produces that, this game should go all the way to a tiebreak. If he doesn't, well, Jason will just steamroll past him.
Up there, Don.
3 inches.
Brilliant effort.
Gap between these 2 balls, please. Dan.
Between the 2 bowls, 20 inches.
Thank you.
One red. Yes, that's 3rd bowl.
Change of hand. Drop the weight. One thing I have realised here is that forehand is, when away from the comedy box, you can bend right back into it. But you have to push that extra bit of weight because you're taking more line. Tough to make the extra one.
1 shot, not Dawes.
Set score 1-0 after the first end.
So just a 1 shot scored. I would say try and keep it down to 1 if you possibly can.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Difficult time for the bowlers coming in the second game. There's a lot of people have to leave the arena, comfort break, and then come back in again. They really don't want to miss this match. So we might get a few disturbances. Not a problem. Very, very typical Sean of 2 international leads, isn't it?
Yeah, standard is incredibly high already on the second end. We're in for a treat here.
Both these players have played international level at an elite position, so they've got a grounding and drawing close to the jack with the first 2 bowls.
Not going quick here. All depends on the connection. Didn't get it full enough.
Yep, quarter 2 straight.
It's close for third.
Cover ball going in. Just the 1 ball in there, so choices of shot minimised to just an arriving draw. Little touch will help. Don't think so.
1 green.
It's a brave shot if you take on trying to draw another one. And this head, reasonably safe on the high side.
Having a good look here. Weight's very good. Just on that outside line. Takes it all out.
First
Score
2 ends.
1-1 after 2 ends.
Honours shared. Probably wise. You know, 1 ball, 1 shot each side is good starting point, because you really don't want to be going into a 3 or 4 deficit. More and more people coming in. Expectations will be high
7 metres.
that this is going to be a quality match.
Yet again.
1 red.
What's the gap on Mark's ball there?
Gap on marks 3.5 inches.
Yeah, it's all those hours played on the rink in competitive matches, but also practice time. Mark Dawes, by his own admission, isn't a great guy for practicing, but he has been out there Jason Banks, on the other hand, well, we thought at one stage he had a cot inside of the rink.
He's very dedicated, isn't he? Here at all hours.
Yeah. And it's good in many ways because that's his nature. Look at this. Oh, there's another great ball in there.
Absolutely brilliant leading.
You know, he's taking out the possibility that if he loses, it's because of a lack of practice. Once you take that away, then the chances are the opposition played better or you were just a bit unlucky. But you don't want to be going out into a major championship in the latter stages thinking, I haven't put enough time in. So, clears the way a bit. Managing the shot clock with your 30 seconds is all part of this particular competition. It was something that was developed quite a number of years ago just to stop slow play. But to help things, there are monitors at each end of the rink, and they're locked on to the head by the overhead camera that they're playing to, so they can get a good view of the head, and that's what they see.
I mean, obviously players can ask questions, can't they? But it all takes time. You get a very good gauge of distances from those monitors. Some players use them more than others, but a very useful tool to have. To run on now, just for that.
3 balls within 6 inches and he's still down the shot. Not there.
One shot, Mark Dawes.
Can't blame him. Danger was all around the place.
Jason had that surrounded.
Set score 2-1 after 3 ends. Jack length 27.5 metres.
What's the gap on that one, Dan? Cap is 2 feet.
Superstar.
Both these players can play the weight shots and they'll be very quick to do that. But the main part of their game is based on the draw shot. And they're very much showing they can do that. Doesn't want to drop here. Oh, he's okay. He's at the side of the jack. And then drop face onto it.
What's the gap on this last ball? Dad?
Very small, cup a mil.
Right.
Couple of millimeters. It's good information for Jason Banks. Not sure if he uses feet and inches anymore. Can't imagine he does. It was all millimeters and centimeters.
One red.
And again, gently, gently.
Brilliant move, I see it just sat away.
He's on
His shoulder, isn't it?
If he'd have crushed the jack against the other, it would have been much better.
2 red.
That dropping off is given a big shoulder now. It just means you can use more weight if you want to. I thought he might have been reaching through that a bit more.
Definitely could have afforded to be playing with more.
Well, that's so far away, I think that's quite deliberate. 9-2 shots, he dropped that short, trying to get in the way. He's forcing Jason to draw this rather than have an opportunity to play with weight to it. Yep, just on the draw. Oh, he's close.
He's very close. Drawn the shot.
Oh, I don't know if he's got the shot, but what a ball. And Mike Dawes forced him into the draw. And he's not sure. I think the umpire will be hoping they can make up their minds, the two of them. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Let's have a shot. Bring both.
With the tiniest calipers they can possibly get. It's almost impossible to tell with our rings, so yeah. Good idea. You put the white markers in so you can actually see the calipers against them. He's actually using the feeler gauges by the looks of it. Now these are, is it a set of feeler gauges he's using? Might be in the end. Yep, that's a set of feeler gauges. He's using them on the side of it rather than the smaller way into it. For anybody who doesn't know what a feeler gauge is, used to use them in cars for fixing the gap with spark plugs. Also for the ignition. Back in the day, before electronic ignition. Can this go through? go. Yep, on the
One
red.
shot, Mark Dawes.
In by Max Driscoll.
You're just waiting to say that,
Oh, yes. I think Mark Dawes thought he was lined his shot, but it was very close.
I think that blocking bowl of Mark's, his last bowl of the end, just forcing Jason into playing perfect weight.
That length, 27.5 metres.
Nice to see a pair of our set of feeler gauges coming out. Been a long time since I've used them. That's the thing in modern day cars. You don't need to worry about things like that much. Still got spark plugs, of course, but they come preset now. Both players are using the Tiger model of bowl. Let's have a look at Jason's. I think he's using the set of bowls we know as the birds.
Nailing it this time. Yeah, he's got the birds.
One green.
They're the most famous set of bowls that the World Bowls Tour has. Been around for a long, long time. Are the bowl style. I think there's been about 6 or 7 different players have used them in this event as their pull bowls.
I'd like to know how many titles they've won.
We tried to work it out one time. Quite a few. That's a good recovery bowl by Mark Dawes. You want to get a good second in there.
Your bowl to the jack, 3 inches.
Yes, the birds are securely locked away every night. But because they're an old style bowl, they just have a little bit more bend on them, and everybody's been passing comment on it. Just happened to suit this rink. That's not a bad bowl going round behind. Yep, trying to draw it, just overplayed it. Certainly not easy to add another shot here. Really good effort, but it was tough.
That's been the case for each of the ends so far, where we've had singles.
So score 3-2 after 5 ends. Jack length 26.5 metres.
Yeah.
3-2. That's right, Jason. You might want it to be 3-3, but it's 3-2. All singles. Apart from, I'm just checking this. Mark Dawes on the third end.
Got a 1.
Yes, just trying to get center rink at the moment. Not bad, but it's just another half yard needed. Quite often we still drop down into feet and inches and yards. Bowlers are well used to that.
Lies there. Done.
Green. 1 green.
Got 2 seconds, that.
Yes, just 1, Mark.
Alright.
Yes, 1.
1 second, he was looking to punch the ball out. With 2 seconds, I think he would have decided to go for this. That's his second. No, it's definitely not. Only 1 second without a shot of a doubt. Just a little overweight shot. Struggles to get back though. Yeah, he just didn't have the weight on that to punch the ball out. Yeah, a couple of yards on it. Yeah, you never had enough weight for that to be punched over.
Very close for that other one.
Back ball's always useful.
1 green.
Jason will be disappointed not to add another there and close it down a little bit.
The biggest problem he's got is how many seconds are there, and it looks to me like there's 2. I think Mark Dawes might well just pump into this. He goes ball on the ball is really good.
Yeah, the only thing he doesn't really want is the jack. Very close.
That's an unbelievable result.
Contact with everything but.
How on earth did that work out?
1 shot, Jason Banks.
Set score 3-3 after 6 ends.
Well, looked absolutely perfect.
Always look close to getting the optimum result. I think he hit both of his red bowls, which is why the green didn't go full enough.
Jack length 28 metres.
Well, they're going to dress up in a natty suit. I'm just waiting for someone to make the break here. 6 single shots.
First shot remaining. Done.
20-inch gap.
Oh, this is good. It's coasted around his own front shorter bowl.
Yeah, both these players are so good at the draw.
One green.
What's the gap between my nearest and Mark's back
It's
ball?
Mark
Captain,
Dawes'
2 bowls, 6
family,
inches.
mum, brother, partner Helen, a bowler, and next to them Dom McVitie, another good bowler.
Just pulling up.
One green.
Yeah, well, the best result here is to come into the green bowl onto the jack at the angle.
Very
Bring it
close.
Close
Got
for
the
shot.
jack all the way.
He's
Roy.
getting it. Yep.
Maximum result. Weight was so good down there.
Absolutely perfect. In the split, get the ball first, drop on the jack, make it 2.
Little touch of the shot bow as well. Even better to sit right in front of the jack.
The difficulty for
Uncle.
Jason is he's got absolutely
Jason has
no
4 times.
back position. So to get this shot, well, the only way he can get it, I think, is to play over the weight, get the movement from the bowl there. The jack comes through and his own ball travels through off the edge. Seen it played many times, but I think that's the only way he can get it. The trouble is, if he goes a little bit tight, a little bit narrow, he hits the ball onto the jack and he could lose a 4.
So do you think he's playing it, or do you think he's trying to draw it?
At this stage, I think he can afford to lose a 2 and still be in with a shout. He just cannot afford to lose a 4. If he plays it, it's high risk.
Absolutely clattered that. I mean, he got it perfect.
Well, we'll see what happens when the dust settles. It'll run to the respot.
We saw Jason Banks play 2 bowls with that sort of pace in his game against Alec Marshall, didn't we? We said we've never really seen him play like that before.
Yes, but I've since heard that he's been practicing that sort of shot with full weight. We don't know what the situation is at the moment, but we'll find out soon enough. This will be the number 1 shot. Really straightforward. They're going to move the jack to bring it to the back goal.
Yeah, probably made it 2 there, Corky.
That's a long way away. Might need a long string for this. Yeah, they're going to use the string. There's measures that will probably stretch that, but they're going for a string. A button on the top would be spring loaded. Distance, isn't it? Oh wow.
A long way. That shows how deceiving the angles are. Well, quite the saviour from Jason Banks to lose 1 on that end. Bold choice going for a strike with that sort of pace, but paid off.
Score 4-3 after
So
7
heavy.
ends.
But moved it out, lost a single. No real damage done to the, from a 2 to a 1, so it was successful.
Jack length, 27.5 metres.
Beautiful. Right tucked in behind it and drop back.
On green.
Gap on Jason's, please.
3.5 inches.
Thank you.
Quite making the trip.
Yep, good effort. There's something almost poetic about this if it was 4-all going into the last end. Jason's doing his best to add another to stop that.
This is so good. What a goal.
Oh, dear me.
2 green.
2 absolute corkers there.
Tries to stay very, very calm. Jason Banks is just his nature, but he tries very hard to keep everything under control. sure they're watching this match up in Inverurie. And John Collin. Oh, down. Not sure with Carla. She might be out and about, although up there is pretty rough at the moment.
Mark never looked like he liked that bow out of his hand. Knew he wasn't going to make it.
Yep. The big thing here is that if Jason Banks was scoring 2-5-4 to win the set, he still has to win the next end. But if he adds another, he's got that cushion of 2 shots, can afford to lose 1.
Yeah, this is a massive bowl from Jason Banks.
Oh, he's close again. Needs a lock on his own bowl. Oh, just past it maybe. Has he? Not sure.
Could be enough. Getting a connection as well. Could have taken a bit of pace out.
I think he's in.
3 shots, Jason Banks.
Yeah, he's got time to pick up a 3.
Wow.
Set score 4-6 after 8 ends.
Hasn't really been a sniff of a multiple in this match so far. And Jason Banks has just picked up a big 3. Really puts him in control of the first set.
Jack length 28 metres.
It's that ability to draw, isn't it? And we can play the weight shots. All of that is there, but it's the draw shot that generally wins the championships. You might save it when it comes to the heavy bowls and the weight shots, but a great David Brand once told me 95% of the game is draw bowls. Close to the two of them.
One.
Oh yeah.
Mark Dawes.
Wow. Absolutely plumb.
2 red.
The trouble is those 2 reds are very far apart. He had to play it, but in doing so his own bowls run probably 5 feet through. Jason will add a bowl in there. No, depends where this finishes.
Been tucked right in. Yeah, that's so good.
Yes, that is so good. If you'd been jack high,
8 inches.
Mark would have been looking to pluck it out. Not sure if he can even get to it.
Pretty spot on that side, Dan. Near his ball, will you?
Possibly the red.
Right.
Yes, red.
Take the time out, though.
Time out called.
In the area again.
Edge.
Just under.
Good effort, but he knows edge or jack would have been good, but particularly a thick edge.
Jason just looking to get another bowl in here. Just beat, well, a second really, because the bowl's going to go. If not.
Yep, he just doesn't want to land beside it. This is good. That's a clever ball.
Yeah, needed to get second. Didn't want to put it anywhere near the other one so that the two could be driven off.
It's a clever ball because he's a thinker of the game, and he realised that anything between red ball and jack was better than beside his own ball. This is a tough one for Mark. No, he's under it.
2 shots, the first set,
Well, 4. Not really reflective of the first set in terms of the play, but a 3 and a 2 at the end. The 2 doesn't really matter in the last end because you're forced into playing something a bit different.
Enjoy yourself on a UK no-fly cruise. Enjoy yourself. There's amazing shows for you.
Enjoy yourself. There's outstanding cuisine.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Name's best value at sea. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Name's best value at sea.
Because he has lost the first set.
To green.
Jason's got the edge at the moment. He's getting so many good draw balls in, and it's very much up to Mark Dawes to match those. At the moment, that's just not happening. He's not far away, Sean, but it's almost like it's a sort of 4th, 5th gear, and he needs an extra gear to move up.
Yeah, I think so. I think Jason's just got the edge at the moment in terms of consistency. He's got more bowls about, which allowed him to create the chances the final 2 ends of the last set, particularly the 8th end.
Tarmac. Jason has 3 timeouts.
Oh, there's danger here. He doesn't want to push the red ball in, but at the same time, if he gets inside that onto the jack, he's landing 3 shots, and it certainly looks better. Could play a forehand, just draw the shot. There's less danger on the forehand.
It's very good.
That's really good. Really good shot. Staked in the forehand.
2 green.
He's made it 2 shots as well. And when Mark Dawes goes reaching this and takes his own bowl out, he could lose a 4. I was still expecting to reach it. I still think he has to play it. He's down on a very flat line. Has he got the weight now?
And that tricky weight.
He's close to it.
So just break under his own bowl. He's drawn it.
Oh, wow.
I thought he was playing it to arrive, but
Good ball.
to draw the shot, brilliant.
But it was there. It was there for Jason.
1 shot, Mark Dawes.
I think Jason
Set score
played the right
1-0
shot
after the first end.
and left it up to Mark to play something special.
Jack length 23.5 metres.
That was the short one you were waiting for, Corky.
It sort of had to happen.
Yeah, Mark just needs to try and shake Jason off. Just disrupt his rhythm. And that's certainly a good start. Brilliant.
Both players showing their skills once again.
Sit up on the team goals and marks.
They're touching.
Sit up on marks nearest one to the jack.
7 inches. One red.
Last ball just, Jason's just short, man.
Yeah, it's 7 inches short of jack high.
Thank you.
Still in the backhand. Nothing there in the forehand, far too dangerous. Got that one out of the way quite softly, and that's why he's dropped short. Well, Mark can't afford to play the backhand, so if he is going to play it, it's going to be very risky. Well, he's playing the back. This has to be very accurate. no change.
One red.
Played the forehand because you give a bit more positive on the forehand. No danger.
Jason's bowl does look right in the line too.
Still on the draw. Yes, he just tried to steer that a little bit.
One shot, Mark Dawes.
Turned it over in his hand a little bit and dropped away.
Set score 2-0 after 2 hits. Jack length 25.5 metres.
It's the problem of going through by 3 feet with your first bowl. You're trying to overcorrect, or likely to overcorrect. Jason really should add another here. Oh, that's struggling. Goodness.
One green. Still green.
It was a better height. Don't think he's pushed it though.
No, he's vulnerable here. I just wonder Mark Dawes can draw this shot, but I'm wondering is he tempted to run the ball. He wouldn't expect Jason. I think it's leaving Jason too much room. Let's put it that way. If he runs the ball off, yes, it'll be 3, but that'd be too much room for it.
Just needs to hold on. The weight was good, but it's just bending away.
Oh, it's just drifted, you're right.
One green.
Jason's got away with this.
He has. He's only played 1 good ball out of 3 so far. I'll correct that to 1 good ball out of 4.
Yeah, very unusual to
One
see.
shot, Jason Banks.
No real correction, 3 bowls.
That might be his bad end.
Set score 2-1 after 3
Yeah,
hits.
if that's your bad end and you just lose a 1, you'll take it all day long.
Jason Dawes, 1 ball out of 4, scores a single. It often happens in matches where you get a loose end and you just hope that you survive it, or just occasionally, like Jason did the last end, you score a single. You can't say, you can play 18 good ends, but it's most unlikely.
Jack length 28 metres.
See the way the ball was coming off there on the line. No place for straight balls here, and the balls have to bend. In fact, find that the everyone's going for wide pass balls. Even with the big swings, it's still better to use them. Good again.
Now service resumed.
Yes, finding the 2 balls again at the front. No, up for a second.
1 green.
It's a nice hand, this as well. It will come back. Here it comes. It's all about good weight. That hand.
Got it well. They get a second out of it. Yep. Just was able to sit off of the back well full.
Martin deciding to go early with a 3rd ball, close to the jack. Wow. Edge of the green ball. Taking it out though.
Back to just 1 down.
Yes, 1, I think it is. Yes, 1 green.
Well, Jason can afford to reach this, because if he hits the jack, he can punch it through for 4. There's no back position for Mark Dawes. If he gets down to the jack, it's better.
He's ever so close here.
Any movement?
Just to hold with his
He's
jack.
got it.
Oh, well played.
Four green.
That was brilliant. Knew the jack was good, but just got down in time. Pace was brilliant. Pulled it right through for a 4.
Back position or not, doesn't matter.
Oh, just hoping to clear a couple out. It's close. Yeah,
Yep.
2 gone.
He'll settle for that. Probably reckon that was about as good as he could play.
2 shots, Jason Banks.
Set score 2-3 after 4 ends. Jet length 27.5 metres.
That's good. That's really good.
That's good.
Run out of superlatives for these, the drawing ability of these two.
Well,
Mark's one done.
cap on Mark's 5 inches.
No, I would expect it as well, to be fair, because they've been here a long time. Mark Dawes not so much, he decided to go home, but Jason has been playing in finals all week, and you know, the more time out there, the more comfortable you become. He's close again. You can actually feel the rink, and certainly you know how it's playing. With good practice, you'll certainly come to terms with how to draw on it. It's the weight shots that are the ones you have to spend the practice on.
One red.
Taking full advantage of the shot clock's run down from 30 seconds. Don't want to lose a ball. Needs to run, needs to hurry, he's there, I think so.
Just done enough, I think, on the pace. It was painful watching that come back in, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe not quite.
Had
One
a
red.
long way to get round.
Just the
The
one.
one.
Confirmation, one red. Unusual for Jason Banks not to give that a go, but that forehand is tricky. I played it, and it can cost you matches, there's no doubt about it. So another draw on the backhand here for Mark Dawes. He just has to touch a green ball or get past it.
To bend in, yeah, well done.
And drop. Ooh.
I think it's good enough for two, David.
No, I think it's two. I think that's all. I'd certainly be measuring it if I wasn't sure. Yeah, it is a measure, and we just love measures because it's all down to
One red,
the
miss for second.
expertise of the umpire. A good opportunity here to see what's going on.
No, I don't know. Away, one, obviously.
I would just, he's talking about taking balls away, I would just leave them and just say, right, okay, the green ball against the 2 red. That's the safest way. Let the guys get on with it. Very calm chasing Banks, he really is. He's I know he does get excited sometimes, but
very calm, and everything that he does is extremely considered. That type of personality, but it suits him.
oh, he's a very likable guy.
Two shots, mark those.
That's what we thought. 2 it is, 4-3. 4 ends to go in this set.
So score 4-3 after 5 ends. Oh. Jack length 24.5 metres.
So got there, done.
6 inches.
So close.
Mark's back on the shot there.
Sorry, say again?
One down.
Yes, just one down.
Had to push it out wide to miss his own ball.
Had a long way to come back. It's
One red.
a good position right there.
Yeah, it's a good ball there. It's a good receiving position. The problem is that they're so hard to arrive at jacks and to pick them up with just a foot or so of weight. Drops, it's got a chance, but I still think it's 1 red. Marker played this in the forehand. He could just drop down in the backhand as well, but there's a good, he's a good shot here in the forehand. Any turn of the jack at all. It's hard to do, but he's got a green ball to rest on.
Yeah, if he can sit off the green bowl, good enough for a second.
Yeah.
That's the
Relatively
first.
safe.
He's
He's got the jack.
Mark Dawes, what a time to put a bowl like that.
Played it so well.
Family Dawes are very happy with that one.
Well, Jason Did it before as well, so picked up the jack. Mark Dawes done it this time. Definite 3. No easy way out of this. The problem he has is this front ball.
Time out call.
You know, he has to
Jason
negotiate
has 2 to
that
match
ball
play.
and try and get past it. And if he gets onto that ball, it's going to push the green ball out. And he's probably going to lose another shot. I think he might just try and draw this.
I think that would be sensible.
You know, there's no one, from what I can see, the best result's almost to get into this ball and just drop back for second. If he picks up the jack, well, fair enough. That's a bonus, but you know, he could play the same shot in the forehand, of course, and drop onto the other red ball, get second that way. But the backhand's the only way to get the shot.
Three shots, Mark Dawes.
Six ends played, 4 shots in it.
3 after 6 ends.
7th end coming up, the key end. Mark Dawes scores here, and Jason Banks will be chasing in, trying to get 2s and 3s on the 8th end. And that's when things can go wrong.
Jack next, 24.5 metres.
Just hanging off. A 2 here, and Jason Banks is in with a decent chance. A 1, well, it'll be pretty tough. He only has to draw the set, though. He doesn't have to win it. Played 2 beauties.
Very well corrected there.
Mark should be just drawing to this. Well, he's going heavy.
He's got this. He's got both bowls.
Well, that stopped very quick on the hit. I thought he would have drawn it simply because he could afford to lose the shot.
3 red.
But that was absolute perfection. How on earth? Oh, I got the double. That's what it was. He got the double kiss on the green ball.
He didn't even think about it either.
Nope.
He just got straight on the mat and played it. I mean, that's confidence for you.
Well, it's also his background, crown green. They do not mess about.
Very good recovery there from Jason.
One green.
Now, Mark, will you draw this time, or you pluck the ball out?
Got to be a bit careful plucking the bowl out because of the jack.
He's got a turn of the jack available, but that forehand's a nightmare for that shot.
Just need controlled pace. Don't want the jack going too far. Oh, this is a brilliant effort. He's got this all the way.
Yeah, played it well.
I don't like it.
Just at the back, there's one green ball there. Right.
Two red.
It's not a set lie, but I think Jason has to go for the jack here.
Timeout call. Jason has one timeout remaining.
Just can't afford to lose 2 shots. That's all. 9-3, 2 ends to go. Pulls that jack back.
2 shots.
He's going to get 2.
I like the way Mark's hiding around the corner.
Yeah, well,
Crucial end here.
2 shots here for Jason Banks. 2 behind with 2 ends to go. Yep, that's what he's going for.
Very close.
He needs a result off his own.
There's the front, yeah, to the
he's
jack.
got it.
Always needed a bit of help with that ball.
Another
That's a
one back
huge
there
pickup.
hiding. I didn't see that.
What a turnaround that was.
He's picking up 3.
3 mark. 3 shots, Jason Banks.
2 down to 3 up on the 7th end of the second set. That's massive.
He had to get any contact on the jack, and going off was good. It was on the respot. He was always going to score a minimum 2, but there's the apology. And that's okay. He was in the area. He got a good result. Mark had done all the work. But well, sometimes you just have to take it. Just occasionally, Jason's had that.
Yeah, I mean, that connection with the front bar was absolutely crucial there. I mean, without that,
Oh, yeah.
seeing Mark's reaction,
Yeah.
worst possible outcome.
Jack left 28.5 metres.
Yeah, just off the ball is the cruel bit. Getting it clean, you would have been clapping it. He's there.
What a beauty. Oh, jack over.
Has he been unlucky? He might have been.
Drew a good shot here, but just touched the jack, and by his ball sitting down, the jack's just flown across. Really moves on here.
If that's 1 to green, he'll be thinking, I can't catch a break here.
Green. 1 green.
1 to green. Well, Mark Dawes has to be careful here. 1 green. Well, he's still going to have to win the last end. It's not an easy way in on the forehand. Yeah, I can see what he's trying to do. Come inside off the other green ball, but it's a nightmare to try and get the right line for that. Low percentage shot.
That's a good bowl, David. Jason Banks just covering where this jack's going to end up.
He could have looked down the back and just to touch his own ball over, which would have been fantastic. But the trouble with that is he could have given the shot away.
Fraught with danger.
So he's gone deep and thought to himself, well, I'm happy enough to go deep because, you know, Mark's still got a shot on. I'm not convinced that Mark can really afford to play this too much. I know he's one down, but sometimes you just have to say, right, I'm going to be happy enough with this and pray that your opposition doesn't play a shot. Well, totally different line.
Looking for his own bowl to just slip round it. It's ever so close.
Oh, that touch
Didn't
put him
want the
off.
touch.
Oh, dear me. How close was that?
One shot, Jason Banks.
It's perfect without the connection.
Yeah, exactly. That's as much reaction you get out of Jason. Good lad. Don't get excited. Well, it's a fight in the last end. It's like a tie-break end in many ways. One gives us a tie-break, and the other gives Jason Banks through to the final for the second time.
Jack back, 27 metres.
So Mark Dawes has to win this end. Doesn't want anything short. We'll take this. Yep.
Cracking start.
Take that all day long. Yep, if it drops, yep.
It's very close, Mark.
Yeah, well, I can't blame you saying very close because according to our rings, it's very close. That's my computer rings and they're very accurate and slight favour for the green ball.
Measure for shot.
Well,
Much flatter line from
Yep.
Jason.
He's
Just
trying to
got the
make
pace
sure,
to hold
isn't
it
he?
up. Yeah,
oh, is he
has.
going to drop? Oh, that might be enough though.
Looks like it is.
One green and a measure.
Yes, there you go. Definite one and a close measure for the second. And that's enough. That's all he needs, just the one. Mark, coming into the head. Oh, he's hitting something here. Jack's going. There it is. Now, where's it going on the respot? Because I think that ball's going to go off the rink. Yep.
Paul and Jack both off, so back on the respot we go.
It's a
and it
one-ball shootout.
looks like one green, not that it matters at all, because like you say, one bow each, you can get the closest.
It makes a difference only to the point where wherever this goes, Mark Dawes will have an opportunity to drive it.
Do we know who's holding? Oh, it is green.
It's green.
Yep.
So still advantage to Jason Banks.
Jason, there's no timeouts remain.
I have a feeling that the Banks family might be just a little bit nervous at the moment. Now, he wants to get in, tucked in behind it. Thing is, if you rest the ball off, it's fine. If you get the jack, it's fine. If you get the ball out, it's still green. So Mark Dawes,
Timeout call.
he has to
Mark,
decide
that's one
what
timeout
way to
remaining.
play this. Jason Banks has got 1 foot in the final.
What do you think? Do you think he'll try and ditch the jack, or do you think he'll try and draw?
I think he'll play a control, to be honest with you. I really do. Try and get the ball or get the jack. If he gets the ball, he can't afford to run too much. It's just his hand is really weird. If you're out too high, it just doesn't get back. And it's not getting back.
Not gonna move.
Nope, it's gone. It's so hard. He played that yard on, which was the right way to play it. Jason Banks, barely reaction.
The crowd are on their feet here. Just shows what a high quality match this is. Jason Banks really held his nerve there, Corky. He picked up a 3 late on in both sets.
Well, Jason Banks through 2-0, but my goodness me, 4-8, 7-8, down to the last ball in the second set to see whether he made it or not. And he's still on track for the most monumental 3 titles here. He'll be the first one to do it, but the bowling was absolutely superb in this game. Jason with a big drive, bang, it goes. And Mark Dawes, the consummate drawer to the jack. Played some great bowls. Too bad. Just chatting away, it's great to see that. And then all of a sudden, Jason Banks starts to get on top of it. Scores a 3. Mark Dawes trailing the jack. It's for 3 to go 7-3 in front. And there's the last bowl of the second set. Just drift past and no more. Absolutely brilliant game between 2 guys that are just right at the top of their form today.
another terrific semi-final here at Potters. Mark, I'll start with you. Another great effort today, but it looked to us like luck didn't play its part, certainly for you today.
No, yeah, maybe a little bits of things. I think the difference was Jason played the later stages of both sets. He just got big counts in both of them. First set, he had a really good runner when I was lining a good 2, and he managed to just make it 1. You know, it could have been a 3 if I get another ball in there. And then he played a really good end coming down here at the end of first set, really. And then even late on the second set, I get myself in a good position and just probably didn't play enough consistent balls to then not have to play a lot of runners to get myself out of trouble. Yeah. And then Jason's always got position to do things, and he took his chances, put the jack over here, and then we're back to, you know, on the last end it was, you know, nip and suck. But Jason was probably the better player on the day, to be fair.
Jason, when Mark came back, I presume that you would have had a lot of confidence, even though that Mark came back and put a lot of pressure on you in that second set, just considering the way the last couple of weeks have gone for you.
Yeah, I've just said to myself, just dig in, play the balls at the right time towards the end of the sets, and thankfully it was enough. But
you're always so calm, chilled out, a man of few words, obviously. Do you ever panic? Do you ever feel the pressure, like we all say in commentary or when we're building up to these matches?
Yeah, well, I wasn't actually watching Mark's last ball coming up. I couldn't watch, but no, I just go about my business, I guess. And
how would you, obviously there's a big match tomorrow, but how would you describe the way this year's World Championships of Potters have gone for you so far?
It's just a little bit of a blur, I think, to be honest. I'm just kind of in my own little world, I think, just playing balls, so yeah.
And a brief word about what you're feeling about tomorrow's final against Robert Paxton.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It looked to be a great, exciting game with their semi-final as well. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully it'll be more of the same tomorrow for everybody.
Mark, commiserations. Congratulations once again to Jason Banks.
Well, what an exciting game that was. Thanks very much for tuning in to the 2025 Ambassador Cruise Line World Indoor Bowls Championships. And we hope to see you later on this afternoon.